All right, guys, welcome back to the journey. Today we're doing some puzzles. So I've decided I want to make sure there's a good mix of games, puzzles, and whatever else is going to be involved in me working on my own improvement, to kind of give you guys a sense of, how should you spend your time. And solving puzzles should be a solid chunk of your time. It's fun. Working on tactics is a fundamental improvement, fundamental aspect of improvement in chess. The way I like to think about it is your tactics ability is kind of like how much weight you can lift or how strong you are, or how much you weigh. If you're like a football linebacker or something, like you need to weigh a certain amount. Or if you're, some other sport where you need a lot of strength, if you aren't strong enough to physically do the thing, then there's only so far you can get. And it's the same thing in chess with tactics. So today we're going to do some puzzles on Lichess. I don't play on Lichess too much. I've just always kind of played on chess.com, so that's just a legacy. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys Lichess because you have unlimited free puzzles. So we're going to do sort of the Puzzle Rush equivalent. So they have Puzzle Streak, which starts off a little bit easier and then gets a little bit harder. So I think today we're going to keep it kind of short and sweet, but just get a little, dip our toe in the puzzle pool. So let's get started. I think the idea here is we just get a dominant king position. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think then we push, they take, we take, and then their king they're kind of in Suksavank, and then whichever way their king moves, our king is going to infiltrate one way or the other. So yeah, so push, takes, then the king has to move, and then we infiltrate. Cool. Okay, this one I think is not too hard. We go check. King has to move, and then we take the rook with checkmate. By the way, guys, you should always first look for checks and captures when solving puzzles, so that's how I spotted this one so quickly. So checks and captures, guys. Check, and then we're going to pick up the rook. So the first thing I noticed was, I don't know which I noticed first, but I noticed this rook might be hanging. So that's how we got that one. Checks and captures. Let's try to bring another piece into the attack. King moves over, checkmate. So if we trade and then go here, or trade and go here and try to infiltrate this way, it's kind of a lot to calculate because white's going to come try to grab your pawns while we try to go grab these pawns. All right, I'm just going to kind of guess on this one. Man, I don't know. Because like we have to run all the way back here, and then we're going to run this pawn. Whereas white's going to go here, 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 here. Okay, no, I think white's slower because this pawn can't run because the king is in the way, so that's going to impede it. And then this one is further back. So I do think we win the race if we go this way. Okay. Okay, checks and captures, guys. So a hint, it is a check. First move is with the queen. Queen check. They block. We scoop up the bishop for free. I think maybe we try to promote this pawn. Push, the rook has to like move somewhere. Push, the rook goes here. Maybe we infiltrate and then promote and they have to give up the rook. This is not a very good oh no, okay, it is, because they can go they can get behind it. But yeah, I think we just walk and then, yeah, I think they're going to end up having to give up the rook there. Okay, checks and captures once again, guys. So the first thing I looked at was like, okay, if we take, they take, we take, they take. Okay, it's just a trade. But then I thought, okay, what else do we have? How can we bring another piece in? I saw this check. And notice because the rook controls these squares, the king has to move away from the defense of this rook, and then we win material. And we're up a full rook here. Checks and captures once again, guys. This is the first move. Queen to the corner check. Only move, king moves here. What is the follow-up? Do you see it? It's mate in one from that position. I call that type of mate an iron cross mate. I don't know if there's a different name for it. Let me know down in the comments if you know, but this is move number one. So it's mate in one in this position. I call this an iron cross because it's kind of like these pieces are what seals the fate. Okay, checks and captures. I noticed we have an X-ray on black's queen here, so the bishop is pinned, so we can actually take this rook for free. Once again, the checks and captures. We're going to take, and then take. And then black will not be able to stop this. Actually, they might be able to. Actually, no, they can stop that pawn, but what we're going to do instead is after we take this, they have to run like all the way over here. And meanwhile, we're going to come get the rest of their pawns and promote, I believe. This looks pretty savage. Creating the mating threat. I don't think white can block it. So yeah, here was about creating a threat. And yeah, there's just nothing white can do. Somehow we cover all the squares. We just, oh, okay, actually, so if they give up the bishop, then they can bring the queen back to cover the mate. So, okay, they lose a piece. Okay, mate in 3 technically in this position. First move, check. King moves over, check. So what we're doing, this is a very common puzzle in Puzzle Rush on chess.com when usually there's a rook here, and then you check the king to move them like over, and then somehow there's back rank issues and you mate them. So check. Not here, because the queen covers. So the back rank's weak, but you have to make sure you go to the right square, and then mate. Okay, this is a mate in 1. This is the sister to the iron cross mate. This is called a dovetail mate, which has an actual official name. Boom. And these 2 pieces lock the king in. Checkmate. I think this will be the last one I do on the streak. These have been a little easy. In general, I think I want a little bit harder puzzles for myself. So I think I might fire up some regular puzzles after this for just a couple more minutes. I did quite a few more puzzles earlier today, like through my book, which I have right here, the Woodpecker Method. I just wanted to give you guys a little sampling of what I've been up to. So this fork looks pretty juicy. The way I saw that is I've just seen this pattern many, many times where there's a rook near, a knight near a queen and bishop of this formation. Oftentimes it's not going to be like you win a piece, but usually it's nice because maybe you want to trade off this bishop. But in this case, after we're hitting the queen, I don't think the queen has any good squares because our bishops are controlling everything. So the queen has to move and then the bishop is no longer defended. Okay, let's try some regular puzzles. Okay, so we're back to regular. Should be a little harder. Might do maybe 1 or 2 or 3 puzzles. Okay, this one's about move order. So once again, checks and captures. So our queen is under attack, but so is white's. And I believe if we take and they take, what can you play in that position, guys? We can grab more material, whereas white cannot. So we're going up the exchange there because we're going to trade this knight for this rook, which is a benefit for us. Oh, I was incorrect. Okay. Oh, okay. When you see a good move, guys, look for a better one. So an even better move than this sequence. How can we get this queen to safety and then take the queen? We need a free move. We need to enable a free move for ourselves. So we need a check. And this queen can't block. So our next move is going to be to take it. Boom. Okay, let's do one more. I believe if we just come here, this pawn promotes. But this pawn is also racing, so. And let's see, does it matter which square we move our king to? Oh, okay, I think we win the race because when we promote, it comes with a check. That was actually a key tactic in the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer. Kind of like the climax game, there's a skewer tactic where he promotes with check and then wins the other guy's queen. But so yeah, it's important that my king goes not to this square because that would block the check. And I guess also this is too passive because then white could maybe come win the pawn. So here, and then I think we can just run. Yeah, and then white moves their king to get out of the way of our check when we promote. So that's it for today's video, guys. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. Hope that those were entertaining. They're maybe a little too easy. So if you felt overly confident, don't get too cocky. But hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.